Alrighty, Chef Buck here, and
Bum, bum, bum.
today we're making pretzel cookies.
What?
And they're easily identifiable as pretzel cookies because they have a pretzel on top. But even these are pretzel cookies.
What?
But these just have pretzel flour in them. Just some ground up pretzels, and this has walnuts in them and pretzel flour. These don't have any nuts in them. It's just sugar, brown sugar, and pretzel flour. A little bit of butter. But we're going to make another batch right now since we got everything messed up here in the kitchen. So might as well. But we're going to put peanuts.
Peanuts and pretzel.
In these and see how it goes. But if you want to check out these pretzel cookie recipes, you can head over to myfoodchannel.com and I'll have the recipe written over there. But the first thing I'm going to do is get me some pretzel flour. And I'm going to do that by simply pulverizing some pretzels. And this is what I'm using to top the cookies because they're so
picturesque.
Yeah, they just look nice, these little snappy snap things. But I have been using these for pretzel flour, which is just some sourdough pretzels. So you can grind up any pretzel you want. And I need about a half a cup of the flour.
Good Lord.
That's a lot, but I mean, once you pulverize it, it kind of compacts and coalesces into a much smaller, insert science word. Alrighty, let me pulse these up here real quick. So we got our pretzel stuff. Got my butter softened up. I'm going to throw an egg in here. Boom. I'm going to put in a little vanilla. Get it kind of mixed up. And then I'm going to use, well here, get over here. Look at this here, camera girl. See, that is light brown sugar. And that's dark brown sugar. And I made these with light brown sugar too. So can you tell the difference between the two?
A little bit, yeah.
Can you tell a difference in the taste?
No.
Yeah, I didn't notice that big of a difference in the taste either. So whichever kind you like, dark brown or light brown. But brown sugar is bueno. There's a quarter cup. There's a quarter cup. Do I have almost another quarter cup here?
I think so.
Yeah, that's about a quarter cup too. Now we'll get these ingredients mixed. Get them mixed nice and smooth. And I haven't added any salt in here. Because you don't need to, because there's plenty of salt in these pretzels. And these peanuts are lightly salted. In fact, I wish I had unsalted peanuts. And I also used unsalted butter. Although it's not a lot of butter, but you just want to be mindful of the salt. Because there's a lot in the pretzels, so, you know, if you're salt sensitive, you probably don't want a pretzel cookie anyway. So now let me add in my flour, aka my pulverized pretzels. So there's a quarter cup, and that's about a quarter cup. Now with a lot of baking, you have to be very exact. But with cookies, especially these kind of cookies, you know, we don't have a lot of, you know, rising and, you know, there's not a lot of science involved here. So you can't mess up too much. You know, your cookies, it's sugar and flour. It's going to be delicious no matter what the ratio. As long as your cookies stick together, you're going to be fine.
And as long as you don't burn them.
So we're kind of folding in this pretzel flour. And it looks pretty loosey-goosey. So I'm going to throw in just a dish dash more. Okay. I actually put in a lot more than I meant to, but this is good. Because this way I'll be able to illustrate how potentially hard it is to muck this up.
No, you might have just mucked them up.
I don't know. It still looks wet enough to me, but we'll see.
So if you thought they were too dry, what would you add? Would you add a little more milk?
No.
Or add milk?
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be bad enough because it wasn't that much more. It was maybe another quarter cup. But the thing is, if this was too dry, I would just add a tablespoon of oil. But I think it's going to be fine. Let's see. Now the difference with all of these cookies is they don't have any peanuts in them. So we're going to try peanuts in here because Camera Girl says that peanuts and pretzels is a classic combination. So we'll give it a go.
No even light chop. Okay.
So is that enough peanuts for you, do you think?
We'll try it out.
A slight presence of peanuts. Now this here, I've been baking all these cookies in this today. So this parchment paper has seen some use today, but you can keep using parchment paper over and over again. Even with my additional flour in there, it's still pretty wet. We'll see how it does when it bakes out, but...
Well, we could even use more peanuts.
You think I need more peanuts in here?
Just a little.
Okay. All right, camera girl says a wee little more peanuts.
Yes. Thank you, but...
Okay, this is going to be a hard recipe to write down. I just got a little bit more in here, so I might as well put that in there. No, this way I'll be able to illustrate. See how I said that I would just add a little bit of oil if it was too dry?
Yes.
So this will be good. Because that's this way, instead of having to fool with any more butter, because butter is just oil. Butter is just oil with an attitude. Butter is just oil with its stuff
with a
together.
Creamy attitude.
Alrighty, so there's my dough. I'm just going to flatten it out. So I've got this flattened out pretty evenly. Now this is all I really need right here. I don't have to do anything else to this. This is pretzel flour and peanuts. So this is a peanut and pretzel cookie. Or it would just be a pretzel cookie if I didn't have the peanuts in here. But I'm going to go ahead and press some of these fancy little pretzels on here. Then that way it'll kind of give it a cool look. Oops, that one broke, but that's okay. And I'm just going to smash these in here evenly so that I'll be able to cut cookie shapes around them. Alright, come on, pretzel cam. Let's follow it over here to the oven, which we have preheated at 350 degrees. Go ahead and slide that in there, and we'll check back on it in a wee little bit. Probably about 20 minutes. Beep, 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 beep. Boom, boom, boom. There you have it. Looking delicioso.
Dark around the edges.
It's pretty soft right now, but you kind of want to cut them while they're soft. So I'm just going to upend this upside down. Do a little cookie acrobatics. Look at that. That's how confident I am in this. Let me see if I can flip this over. Boop. Alright, I got a little bit of a structural problem right there, but that's alright. You don't have to manhandle them like that.
Yeah, all you had to do was put that on the side of it and flip it over, buddy.
Let's pretend I'm flipping these cookies.
Yeah, you're flipping them all right.
Now, a lot of cookies are delicious. You know, you want to eat them hot right out of the oven. These cookies aren't as tasty right out of the oven, I don't think.
Yes, they are. You just don't like them, but they're softer.
No, because they have a lot of brown sugar in them. So when you get them out of the oven, they're hot. They're too hot to eat, but if you let them cool down, then they get nice and chewy. And I like that, but you want to cut them while they're still warm. You don't want it to wait to cool down before you cut them, because then they will be too crumbly. But if we slice them now, they'll look a lot prettier. Cut around my pretzel so that I have some nice cookie shapes. Come over and look at this side here. See how the edges, see where all these peanuts are? So it's kind of crumbled apart. Well, I could have chopped them, but then that would have been extra effort. And see where there are no peanuts, you know, these parts here, they hold together a little bit better. So you can chop up your peanuts, I guess.
Just a little, just a rough chop.
And then they'll stick together more like this here. But I'm going to go ahead and put these here on a cooling rack. But Camera Girl said that peanuts and pretzels are a classic combo.
Oh, yes.
But we'll go ahead and let these cool down, and then we'll give them a try. Or do you want to try one right now?
You know I love them warm, like this. You say they're not chewy. They are.
They're definitely chewier once the brown sugar has cooled down. And that pretzel will stay crunchy. And even though baked in the oven for 20 minutes at 350 degrees, you know, these pretzels are perfectly fine.
Yeah, so they don't burn.
Yeah, don't worry about burning those pretzels.
That peanut and pretzel is good.
I like this one here with just the pretzel flour and the sugar and no peanuts at all. I really like that, but you can definitely experiment. Well, this is how I like my cookies. I like them for breakfast with coffee. These are ones with walnuts instead of peanuts, so you could make it with walnuts and press pretzel on there. You can just leave the pretzel off altogether.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, but I mean, it tastes terrific. You know, but I mean, if you're looking for a decorative cookie, just put these, just find a little cool pretzel to press in there and make it with pretzel flour. Or, you know, if you don't want to fool with the pretzel flour, just make it with all-purpose flour and then press a pretzel in there. And then you still got a pretzel cookie. Cookies are so easy. It's hard to mess up a cookie. Especially if you have a cup of coffee to go with it.
I thought you were going to say, this is how you like your cookies. Big, tall stack so they don't run out quickly.
Oh, they'll run out. Well, it's time for me to have a few more cookies and kick Camera Girl's butt at some cards. But if you want to check out these cookie recipes, I'll have a basic recipe written out over at myfoodchannel.com. There will be a link down below and you can adjust it. You know, add nuts or not pretzels or pretzels as you like. Thanks for trying our recipes out. We appreciate you watching and subscribing and all that stuff. We'll see you in the future.